Okay, I know you guys have seen a lot here today. Very excited to be here. So I want you to imagine for a minute that the inventors of Quicken reinvented Quicken. Just a little chuckle here to say, seriously, imagine if the people that created Quicken and QuickBooks and TurboTax teamed up with the leaders in outsourced online banking, Digital Insight, and together we created something special, the next generation of online banking. And actually, we don't have to imagine that because that's real. It's live. It's here today. And it's from the place where you already go as a consumer in a small business every day, a place that you trust, your online banking website from your trusted financial institution. So let's pretend for a second that you're Connie Smith. You have two children, Billy and Sally. It's Saturday morning. You're getting ready to take them to soccer. And you know, you've tried Quicken in the past, but it's a little bit too much for a lot of people, right? We know that. So what we've developed is something that's for the rest of us, for all those people that really think Quicken's a little bit more than they've needed. So what we're going to do for Connie is we're going to solve her three biggest pain points that she has on a daily basis. We're going to help her easily figure out where she's spending her money. We're going to help her manage all of her bills in a single location, all of her monthly obligations. And we're going to help her figure out how much money she really has available to spend, something we call real balance. So let me show you what that looks like. So you're on a home page. This is a new home page at your bank website. And you can see on the right-hand side, instantly she can see where her money's going. And that information comes in from three places at her current bank website: her checking account, her savings account, and her credit card. That's important because from a bank perspective, if we help her see where her money's going across all of her financial relationships at her primary financial institution, she might be more interested in closing down some of those other accounts at other places so she can get a better handle on her finances. And in this case, all of that information is going to come in and be presented as a very simple to see pie chart. And in the background, what we're doing is we're taking 25 years, essentially, of patented Quicken algorithms, and we're, what we say, automagically categorizing those transactions as they come in one at a time. And in this case, you can see here, she's looking at rent. It says $500, but she can't really control rent or do anything differently. So she sees dining was $251 in the month of September. She clicks on the slice, and out pops her little dining expenses, and she realizes, you know, she probably overspent a little bit in the month of September, so she vows that she's going to do something about that. And that's really all you need to provide to consumers, giving them a quick and instant glimpse into where they're spending their money so they could better control their spending, save more money, and better meet their her life goals. In her case, it's probably, you know, sending Billy off to college or Sally off to college. So she's here, it's Saturday morning, she's taking her children to soccer. She only has a couple of minutes, and every Saturday morning she wants to do her financial chores, like pay her bills. So the second thing she wants to do is see which bills are due. And for the first time ever, her bank's homepage shows her very clearly that in the upper corner where my cursor is, that she has 3 bills due. And she really appreciates that value that her bank's delivering to her, because if you think about it today, there's a paradox. And the paradox is, as we've all, everybody in this room, everybody in the industry, have made it easier for people like Connie to pay her bills, we think we're doing this great stuff. We're taking paper, we're making it electronic. She can get her bills now in email. She can get her bills at Biller Direct website. She can do bill pay. We've paradoxically made it much harder because in the past, 10 years ago, all her bills came in paper. She put them on her kitchen counter. She whipped out her paper checkbook, and everything was in one place. And now everything's all over the place. So she'd simply be able to click on those bills, and up pops a little billing list. And you can see we've kept a list for her of all of her bills and obligations that are due in a given month. So you see here, American Education Services, AT&T, her Visa bill. We're creating a simple to-do list, something she's never been able to have before. The way we create that is Connie can sit there and enter one time her bills that are due in a month. We'll pull information from her transaction register when we can get it, and because we're the financial institution, we can. And we'll also pull information from the financial institution's bill pay model. So we're making it really easy for her to keep in one place all of her bills. And she can see here we're also making it easy to see her cash position, her cash flow in the future. And unlike today's online banking experience, which only shows historical information, we're now also going to show future information. So in this case, she wants to pay her bills, but she sees she's going to go negative or overdraft in a couple days. So she simply clicks on it, and up pops a little balloon. So we're using all the latest technologies to create a Web 2.0 experience, or said in English, a simple and easy to use application that does just what it needs to do when it needs to do it. In this case, she can see here we're forecasting out that in just a couple of days, if she pays her Visa bill for $600 like she's supposed to, she's going to go overdraft. And below, you know, she sees a little tip from her bank that says, did you know you could save money by applying for overdraft protection? And that's important, of course, from the bank's perspective, because right there, at the point of need, with the knowledge that she's going to go overdraft, the bank can offer a very targeted solution. They don't need direct mail, they don't need direct marketing, they don't need branch tellers to do that. Right there online for virtually zero cost. So in this case, she'll close the balloon, she'll think about that offer another day, and all she has to do now to pay her bill is simply click Pay Now. Oh, so actually what she's going to do, she's going to change that amount, because if she pays it, she's going to go overdraft. So she pays $200, she clicks Pay Now, and with one click, her Visa bill was paid. And she needs to go to soccer, so she quickly wants to pay her other bills, and all she has to do is pay her AT&T phone, which is going to happen on the Bill of Direct site, and pay American Education Services. And you can see, as she pays them, we check them off, just like the manual piece of paper that she probably has right by her computer, a simple to-do list. Check, check, check. She's done. She's okay. She hasn't gone overdraft. She saved some money along the way in fees. She wants to close that down. And you can see, for those of you who are quick, under the My Checking, we actually reduced the amount of money that she has available to spend. And that actually went down. But you know, there's another problem here. If she looks at the bank balance, which is right under the $91.22, the bank says she has $1,000, $1,018, but she really doesn't, right? She's written stuff that the bank doesn't yet know about, but now because we keep track of that information, the bank does know about it. So in this case, she needs to pay her friend Jane $50, so she's simply going to write a paper check for $50, and she goes to her transaction register, and right at the top, she can write a check for $50 to Jane, so she's going to type in Jane Jones. We've pre-populated the next check number right there, so check 1390, she goes, that's right. She can categorize, and in this case, she's going to categorize that as a household expense. And she's going to write $50. And when I click Enter, watch in the upper left-hand corner, that $91.22, click down, right? And this is part of the feedback that we're giving people. It helps people in the area of confirming what they're actually doing. We actually got that little trick from TurboTax. For any of you who use TurboTax, you get to see the box and the money counting up or, unfortunately, down. And essentially, she's done. We've just solved for her the 3 biggest problems, and we've done it all in just a couple of minutes before she goes to soccer practice with her children. We've helped her figure out where she's spending her money so she could save more money. We've helped her manage all of her bills in a single location, and we've helped her really figure out how much money she has available to spend at any given time. Now, here's the thing. Connie is also a small business. There's about 100 million households in the US. About 25 million of them are small businesses. And with those 25 million small businesses, she has a little business on the side, and she's an interior designer. And in this case, she was reviewing her register one day, and she sees down here that she had a transaction at Joann Fabrics for a household, but it really wasn't. It was a business expense. And she wishes there was a way for her to separate out her personal from her business finances, even though she's using her personal account to manage all those finances. So she can click on household, and she sees a little business tab, and she's in love. She loves this, because at tax time, she has this giant box of receipts that she needs to separate and sort out. She's not going to have to do that anymore. She's looking for something she wants to call design materials. She doesn't see it. So she can click on Add New, simply type in design materials. That's been categorized the right way, and see a very simple income and spending report instantaneously and real time that she can print out and take to her accountant or her tax preparer to better file her taxes. So thank you very much for your time. Just demonstrated Personal Finance Works and Small Business Finance Works, the next generation of online banking. Thank you.